I'm out the yo. I'm out the dough channel. But I just realized they and this is doing with finances, okay? I got two things to tell y'all today. One of the things is right here on the screen. With the penny going away, what should you do with the ones in your coin jar? So essentially, they're not printing pennies anymore. So you should, after 200 years of production, pennies is over. So we about to react to this video and see what they talking about. Cause this, why these niggas look gay as hell? I was like, what is they standing like that for? But we about to get right into it, man. See what they talking about, bro. So with that being said, like and subscribe so we hit that 100K today. And like, I got something else to tell y'all after we watch this video. So let's get into this. Last penny minted. End of the production for that the coins period. Okay. Oh my god, why I'm getting an ad in this short ass video? Damn, I can read this down. Let's skip that. I was trying to see. I'm pressing pause. I'm trying to press pause and see if I can turn this up more. Cause that's not. Oh, that's why. I ain't got my speaker on. I'm like, why this shit so low? I gotta hook my speaker up. I'm sorry, y'all. But yeah, I want y'all to hear the bullshit ass music they playing. Stop playing. Let's go. But now it costs more to produce than it's worth.
Given the rapid modernization.
So it costs. Damn, the United States gotta be going broke, bro. Given the rapid modernization of the American wallet, because everything becoming electronic, they figure they need to cut the costs on making shit. Like and essentially they were gonna try to get rid of the physical dollar as well. But I believe when they do get rid of the physical dollar, it's gonna be more value to it. Because now it's a rarity. But then again, it might not be that. You know what I'm saying? I'm just talking out the side of my neck. But I remember looking at an episode of Recess a long time ago when I was a child. And an episode stuck with me where TJ, where it was about trading cards. And these trading cards was essentially money. And TJ found a way to get people to work for him and collect all the trading cards. Then when he collected all of them, the value went away because they started another trading card. And that became the new currency. So essentially how that episode was, this is what's becoming now. But instead of it obviously being trading cards, it's currency in the versions of currency, meaning physical and obviously digital currency. So just like that trading card episode, this is essentially what's becoming. So, you know, you got all this physical bread saved up, and they're going to try, they might take the value away from that, and all the value goes into crypto, you know, Ethereum, Bitcoin, things of that nature. Because there's nothing really backing the US dollar, but a promise. So, with that being said, let's continue.
An American wallet. The Department of the Treasury and President Trump no longer believe the continued production of the penny is fiscally responsible or necessary to meet the demands of the American public.
Because that's one thing niggas not really paying attention to. And my thing with, because they say that's the message from Kevin, learn to love your coins. That's a message from Kevin McCauley, CEO of Coinstar, the company behind those coin cash machines you see in the supermarket. And it's funny as hell. Today, I was literally having a conversation with a coworker about how I used to collect a bunch of coins. Like, I actually collected coins at one point in time. My old house burned down. I didn't go back to go find those coins because I'm pretty sure they were still in good condition. because they're coins. There ain't nothing that, whatever. And I went back and found one of my safes, and the stuff that was inside the safe was still good. I had my social security card inside the safe, so it survived throughout the fire. But I could have got those coins. But I'm straying away from the point. But back then, I used to have jars full of pennies. You know what I'm saying? So I had a bunch of jars full of pennies, and I went to a Coinstar machine, and I was talking to my coworker about this shit earlier today. So what's the odds of me finding something talking about pennies and, the production, then the CEO of Coinstar being making a statement within the article that I'm reading? So that's crazy right there. But let's continue and get to the end of this video of that particular one, because I still got something else for y'all. Will not go into circulation. The government plans to auction the pennies off in the future. They're gonna be worth it. Yeah. Wait a minute. So they gonna keep those pennies in auction? They always thinking of the future, because the value of the pennies gonna go up since they're not making any. It's a rarity. So, damn, really, this might be crazy to really think about it. The value of the penny going up, because just like back, we could have a penny that's old and that penny be worth a lot of money if it's a particular mint or whatever the fuck. That means all pennies in the next 20 or 30 years are going to be valuable, because pennies, you know what I'm saying? Not even 20, 30 years. It's going to be a long time before them bitches become valuable. Let's be real. They pennies. Unless it's, something from the 1920s or some shit like that. 1918 type of penny. If you find one of those, yeah, you win some money. In this mint, yeah, you good. But yeah, let me see. Government plans to auction that penny in the future. Whatever. That's the end of the video. So that's what they planning to do. Now we about to go to Google real quick. And the reason why we're going to Google.com is because I want to see my history of some of the things that I researched. Is this it? No, this is just stuff they got in the background. So let me see. Could I search history? Well, it don't matter. So let me see. I can nuke. Upload images, prepay, how tall is Big Sean, which is faster, lighter sound. Cause I be asking, whatever I hear, nigga, I'm gonna ask a question about it. But have y'all ever went to the store and you went with your either debit card or credit card and you went to purchase something for less than $5, and they said you have to they have to surcharge you 50 cents because it was less than $5. Well, I researched it. I asked the question, and I'm better off showing y'all it because I'm here on Google anyways, and me, I don't take anything at face value. Somebody tell me something, I'm not going to listen to what you just said and be like, yo, you're right. I'm going to use what you said as a reference point so I can research it and look into it. And then if it's wrong, it's wrong. Plain and simple. But in this case, I went to the store. I went to grab a half pint of liquor. And it came out to $4.23. And the clerk was saying, oh, well, I have to charge you 50 cents. In this case, I did use my credit card. So I was like, all right, whatever. I'm not thinking much of it. I pay for it. No, matter of fact, I didn't put the 50 cents. Matter of fact, I was like, no, matter of fact, give me a pack of blunts, too, to even it out to $5 or $6. $6, right? Just to avoid, obviously, paying 50 cents for no reason, right? So I'm thinking in my mind, like, that sound like a scam. I don't think they can charge you 50 cents for you know what I'm saying, paying less than $5. Right? So I did the research. I went on Google. I asked Google if is it illegal for a store to surcharge you 50 cents, on your credit card if it's under $5. And I was befuddled because yes, it is legal for that to go, right? But I was like, no, let me not end it there. Let me see about debit cards. And I looked at debit cards. It is illegal for them to charge you 50 cents. Then guess what? You got charged 50 cents over and over throughout the years on your debit card and didn't realize it. Didn't realize these niggas is overcharging you. And that 50 cents should add up throughout the years if you just paying. So at the end of the day, it is illegal for them to charge you 50 cents on your debit card. Not your credit card. Credit card is legal. They can charge you 50 cents all they want. But debit card, they cannot charge you 50 cents. Therefore, report them. Report them. Ain't no ifs, ands, or buts. Report that, or tell them, look, bro, you just let them know. Don't report them or just off the rip without saying like, hey, look, bro, you can't charge me 50 cents because that is illegal. This is a debit card. But with my credit card at that particular store, I did use it. So it was illegal for them to do that. But debit cards, and this is an honest assumption. I don't know. But I feel like on a debit card, the reason why it's illegal to do that is because most people pay to put money onto a debit card. So imagine paying to put money onto a debit card, then have to pay more money just because you had to pay less than $5 at a store. So with that being said, that's great knowledge for y'all, it's just something that popped in my head. I was like, you know what? I gotta share this to motherfuckers. Cause y'all don't know. Y'all don't know the 50 cent surcharge. Y'all don't have to pay it if y'all got a debit card. And let them know. Like, I know I ain't gotta pay this. Like, don't argue with them. Be like, okay, I'ma just report this. I'ma report that you surcharging people 50 cents for debit cards. And I'm going to get this bitch shut down. How about that? You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm just being real. Because they're making a bank off the fact niggas don't know this shit. They are making a bank, nigga, off the fact niggas don't know this. They know you niggas not about to research nothing. They don't do it in the suburbs. They don't. You go out. I worked in the suburbs for 8 years. They never did no surcharge for 50 cents if it was less than $5 on a debit card. Never. Even on a credit card, they ain't really give a fuck. Whatever. In the hood, no matter of fact, unless it was a gas station. Arabics. I'm not trying to blame every Arabic or whatever, or what's that? Somalian. I ain't trying to blame them niggas. You know what I'm saying? And just say that. But a lot of them, they stores, bro. I am not gonna lie. They be the main ones doing that. I go to a gas station right here in Detroit, or Wood and Euclid, bro. And they don't charge me extra ever. Nigga, I go in there and get a pack of blunts. Those are some honest people right there on Woodward and Euclid. I go to that store, that gas station, and they don't do that. And I'm pretty sure it's not owned by no black people. It's black people working in the store, but it's owned by like probably Arabic, and he cool. Out of all the other Arabics around this bitch, bro, they not trying to get down on the hood, but most of the motherfuckers be trying to get down on the hood, bro. So I had to relay this message to y'all. Y'all do not have to pay 50 cent surcharge in Michigan. I don't know what city you in. In Michigan, I gotta let that be known too, cause you might be in Texas. y'all laws different. You might be in Minnesota, whatever the fuck. Y'all laws different. So yeah, I just gotta be, be real with y'all. So with that being said, if y'all like this video, just like the video, subscribe, so we hit the 100K today. Share, stay peaceful, productive, and positive. It's that nigga Mine, and much love. I'm out the, yo. I'm out the door. Alien coast, why's it the old? I see your 3 eyes is closed. Consistency, your conditioning, I suppose. Children mimicking imagery they've been exposed to. Frequencies given from symphonies on radio too. Vibrating energy subconsciously, but you consciously do when you move. Our enemy